Warning, power reserves insufficient for requested action.
Crew recording initiated.
Son of a bitch! Nothing. Complete waste of time. I've tried everything I can possibly think of, and I end up right where I started. Oh, here I thought I was so clever. Thought I had it all figured out. First, fix my ship and get the prototype shielding back online. Second, shunt the power from the cred tank array back to the system to drain the credits. And then third, haul ass back to my ship before the EM field rips apart the legacy. 3 easy steps, right? Only problem is, I'm stuck at step 1. Every system on my ship is dead, and there's nothing aboard this ship to use for repairs. I can't believe I came all this way, just to end up stuck here like the poor bastards who ran this ship. Actually, wait a second. Issa will figure it out. I told her where I was going for a reason. She's smart. She'll know something's up when I miss the rendezvous. After all, we're supposed to split the loot. All I have to do is sit tight and wait until she figures out that something's gone wrong. And she'll come here looking for me. In the meantime, I should start rationing my food. I could be waiting for a while.
Crew recording terminated.
Beginning currency transfer. Please stand by. Currency transfer complete. Warning, electromagnetic surge detected. System failure imminent. Multiple hull breaches detected. Structural integrity failing. Immediate evacuation recommended.
catastrophic damage. right, don't stand there looking stupid. Everything's going to hell and Delgado needs you in operations. Yeah? Well, if we survive, I'll pat you on the back later. Ikande's throwing everything he's got at us, but we're planning on pushing his sorry ass all the way back to Jemison. That is, unless you want to keep standing here talking while the Vigilance puts its crosshairs on us.
Bring them on. System doesn't stand a chance against the fleet.
Sysdef never learns. No one comes at the fleet and lives.
I don't know if you've heard, but Sysdef's decided to pay us a little visit.
Sharks don't scare me.
Hell yeah, we took out that first wave. No problem. Damn, Sysdef couldn't just leave us alone, could they?
It? That is Kryx's legacy? Dios mío. I can't believe it's right here. Jazz, fire up the analyzer. Can you confirm?
It's true. You were right all along, Del.
You know, there were moments, doubts. I almost stopped believing it was real, that I was chasing ghosts. But then came that day on Subarov, and everything changed. And now, here it is. Kryx's legacy. Our future. Of that, there can be no doubt. This day will go down in history. And so will you. But it's not over yet. Now, only one thing stands in our way. The Vigilance. Speak of the devil. Jazz, what is the situation?
Looks like Ikande is starting to move.
Typical Sysdef. The sharks are so bloodthirsty, they won't even give us time to bask in the moment. Ikande doesn't give a damn. He doesn't need the legacy. He's just terrified what we'll do with all the credits. That is, if we survive this encounter and get to spend them. Those first few Sysdef ships were only scouts, trying to confuse us and probe our defenses.
Which means they're playing it smart. They're gonna try to take out our defensive batteries before bringing in their big guns.
The batteries are the only thing we have with enough electromagnetic firepower to punch through the Vigilance's hardened shielding. We lose those batteries, we lose everything. Precisely, so we can't afford to screw this up. Jazz, lay the plan out for us.
We're gonna hold the fort here while you hop back into your bird and head for those defensive batteries. For optimal firing coverage, we're keeping them far from the key and each other. So you'll have to jump to each one individually.
You see any Sysdef ships get within pissing distance of the batteries, you take them out. In the meantime, we'll secure Kryx's legacy here and have Shinya begin cracking the encryption right away. He'd better, or we're screwed.
Don't worry, Shinya's the best. Ever since you started getting close to Kryx's legacy, we've been refining his decryption algorithms. Buy him some time, and he'll get the credits flowing.
This isn't some kind of trick, and I don't play around. I could have killed you the moment you stepped onto my station and taken that data core out of your dead hands. Receiving a cut of those credits is the only thing that is convincing the fleet's captains that it's worth risking their own lives to defend the key.
Hey, if it's any help, you can count on one hell of a party when you get back.
Amen, Jess. Once the batteries are online, we will start our attack of the Vigilance. We'll tear apart the shields, board the ship, and bring Ikande to his knees. Then you have your orders. Oh, and one last thing before you go. In preparation for the attack, Ikande arrested some of our people. While you're aboard the Vigilance, you might want to spring them from the brig. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, now's the time. Otherwise, good luck.